Hello,
Welcome
hello.
back, ladies and gentlemen, one and all, to RBG Esports Gauntlet number 38. Apologize for a bit of the technical difficulties going on, some ISP troubles on Randomized's end, but hopefully we can make it through our finals matchup here. Absolute Leverage versus Team Frontline. Team Frontline looking dominant in their semifinal game. Hopefully things will continue to be in their favor here. Hopefully our Discord window will also get me back in it so you can see my beautiful face.
Oh,
But
I
teams
know.
are ready to go here, so no need. We can just hop right on in to this match. Team Frontline versus Absolute Leverage. Coming in here, first kickoff underway, game number 1, ready to go in this best of 5 series. Nolan, take it away.
All right, sounds good. Thank you, Dan, for that beautiful introduction, and thank you, Randomized, for all you do behind the scenes. We know that it is a struggle sometimes, especially with the way internet. I'm gonna blame Comcast. I love to blame Comcast in these moments because everyone hates Comcast anyway. But anyway, 30 seconds in the game, still tied at 0-0. And Flex is going to start us a play down here, passing it, trying to take the shot, but blocked away. Kinsey trying to take control back, but Andy clearing to the midfield. Rodoko trying to keep it up, but a nice pass goes center, dropping right to Kinsey. He's not able to get it. J-Pal's got an opportunity here, passing it across off the block. Rodoko getting dunked on by Andy, and Alraz with the shot. J-Pal following up, and it's 1-0.
And true to their form, Team Frontline keeping up the team plays here. Alraz to J-Pal, pulling out the defenders with that backboard touch and leaving J-Pal with a nice clean shot to make it 1-0 after the first 59 seconds.
Wow.
Immediately tied up as Kinsey reads this one off the kickoff. Flexmo wins it with power, and Kinsey just collects it into the bottom corner there.
I was literally caught off guard, entirely speechless, and didn't know what to say because as I went to go start my commentary, he scored. That was it.
And you know, we like to say it takes 6, but that one took 3.
Well, I mean, you know, technically, I guess.
I guess, on technicality.
Actually. But anyway, 3:30 left to go in the game, tied at 1. This is game number 1 for those of you just joining us. Team Frontline and Absolute Leverage battling it out for $75 pot here in Gauntlet number 38, presented by RBG Esports. Flex trying to get off the backboard, hits it into the corner. Kinsey trying to keep the play alive. Flex maybe not giving it to Rodoko. Rodoko with a nice hit back to J-Pal. And J-Pal's going to be able to clear it away, though. Kinsey trying to keep it, another play moving. J-Pal off the wall. Flex not able to hit it. Rodoko tries to come flying in from the midfield, but the pressure is back on as Absolute Leverage, as the Team Frontline returns the favor.
The demo plays starting to come in hot here. Each team trying to take whatever bit of competitive edge they can as we're still tied 1-1 headed into the half. Right now, looking like it's going to take a bit of creativity to make that 2-1 in one of these teams' favor.
Rodoko, nice play off the wall. He's got an opportunity here, but J-Pal, beautiful save. Kinsey with another attempt. Another save from J-Pal. Andy almost getting it over Rodoko, but Rodoko with a good recovery in the save. Alraz has an opportunity here. Ooh, a nice shot is going to go into the corner and followed up by J-Pal. Frontline taking the 2-1 lead.
And to set this one up, I think you got the greatest pronunciation of Andy's name that we've seen all night there. That question mark coming in at the end with the entrance there. Andy not bringing it in too strong, but no clear coming out to punish from the Absolute Leverage side. And that's going to leave Team Frontline with just enough time to find the net.
J-Pal trying to take control in the corner. Gets it over Rodoko. Rodoko, though, keeping control, able to put it back to the midfield. Alraz pass to Andy, no good. Alraz trying to recover. Andy with a nice pass, but Flex clearing it away, blocked back down by J-Pal, who gets the shot towards the upper 90, but not able to complete it. A great save from Flex.
Plenty of backboard plays and passing coming out from both of these teams. They know they've got to pull the defenders. Seeing them be patient with their attacks here. You don't want to squander that one opportunity you could have to tie this game up.
To seize everything you ever wanted. One moment.
Seize the means of production.
Would you capture it or just let it slip? Rodoko to Kinsey. Kinsey with an open goal opportunity and an easy tying goal. Not sure what happened there, but absolute leverage taking full advantage of the unfortunate mistake.
You know full well what happened there. He captured his moment.
And didn't let it slip.
2-2 with 1:01 left on the clock. Both of these teams battling it out for the lead in this 5-game series. Rodoko trying to carry that one off the kickoff. A little spicy there. Definitely keeping the pressure on Team Frontline.
Alraz really coming in, finding that play. Flex, ooh, not able to get the hit. A weird bounce off the ceiling. And it's going to be a strong hit across from Andy. J-Pal meeting it on the wall. Alraz trying to put it on, put it back in the corner. Flex is going to get enough time to put it up. Andy, though, able to bump it off to the side, back to Alraz. Alraz putting the shot down. J-Pal not able to get there in time, though, so Rodoko hits it up. But Alraz keeping the pressure on and keeping these plays moving forward. Unfortunately, there's another missed rotation there. Alraz trying to speed back and make that save, just misses it. And it's 3-2 in favor of the absolute leverage team.
A bit of a slow rotation indeed, but at the end of the day, this is just a gorgeous passing play there for Rodoko. He gets a clean dish right into the front of his car, and he finds that nasty angle to punish the defender who's in mid-rotation there.
And unless we can see a play here from this frontline team, I think that may be game number 1. But here's an opportunity. Alvarez, one final shot, literally. J-Pal trying to keep it alive, but there's no one there to get the shot back. It's going to land. Give absolute leverage. Game number 1.
And that's a big win here in the Gauntlet. Game number 1, so important anywhere. But now this one being a best of 5 series, they're going to have to hang on and find 2 more victories. Team Frontline with plenty of time to claw their way back in this series. We'll see if they can even it up 1 apiece in game number 2. Do you think anything particularly has to change for Team Frontline, though, Nolan?
I don't believe so. I think they've got a lot of great things going for them. I mean, looking at these statistics here, we've got 10 shots from absolute leverage and only 6 shots from Team Frontline overall, and the same amount of saves. So what we're seeing is a very strong offensive push from absolute leverage, and they are really, I mean, Frontline is meeting them where they need to meet them. But absolute leverage is doing a very good job of keeping things on point, keeping those plays moving, keeping the pressure high. And those are the kind of things that absolute leverage needs to continue to do. And if they can continue to do successfully, we'll see them an easy victory for them. Frontline, however, has got to come in and figure out how to meet that. And we're seeing a strong defensive return from them with the 4 saves. But they've just got to figure out how to disrupt that offense, because the more shots that get fired at the goal, the more likely you are to make a mistake.
Yes, indeed. Perhaps embracing a little bit more of that scrum lifestyle, living on the goal line, going for the demos. We'll see what can happen here to change for Team Frontline. Only lost game number 1 by 1 goal. What can they do with game number 2? Nolan, take it away, buddy.
All right, thank you, Dan. I appreciate it. 15 seconds. Not a lot happening so far in this game. Alvarez trying to start a play here, not able to get the double touch. Flex, an easy save away to J-Pal, misses the hit. Andy's up, meets him in the midfield. Rodoko gets a save credit for a beautiful 50. J-Pal in the backfield, and unfortunately another open goal opportunity for absolute leverage puts them on the board 1-0.
and J-Pow thought he was going to make this clear to his teammate who could take it up the corner and out of the way. But that demo coming in big, throwing off the rotations, and it's going to leave Rodoko with the opportunity to sink that one in the corner pocket of the net.
4:20 left in the game. 1-0 absolute leverage. For those of you just joining us, this is game number 2 in a best of 5 series. Absolute leverage with a 1-0 lead in that series. Alraz getting an opportunity here, going up flex in position. Nice patience there, letting Rodoko go for it and making his move when he needs to after the Rodoko missed. Kinsey with a nice shot, with a nice clear away. It's going to be a shot opportunity from Andy. Oh, excuse me.
Excused indeed, but gonna need the same sort of understanding from this frontline team to make up the deficit. 1-0, not all that dangerous for them here, but with a minute 30 already ticking off the clock, they're gonna really want to tie this one up fast.
Play from the midfield, no good. 50's pretty neutral. Going back in the corner though from J-Pow. Gonna be bounced off. Alraz is in position. J-Pow trying to get the demo, trying to take out Flex. Not able to do so. Putting him out of position is a little bit dangerous if Leverage can capitalize on it, but they are not able to complete the play there. And Andy's gonna try to get the clear again. Another neutral 50. J-Pow finally able to grab control of the midfield. Hit it off the sidewall. Rodoko comes flying in from the side and gets a nice save just to make sure that J-Pow can't follow that up with a double touch.
And Rodoko definitely needed there on that save. Flexmo in a very awkward position, stuck on the goal line with that attacker flying in high over the midfield, looking for that crossbar touch. Would have been a really difficult save.
That it would have been, and you know, it's a very good place to be though for Absolute Leverage. Of course, they've got the lead and they just denied that very close shot, so they're feeling pretty good right now, I think. Flex trying to make the play. Ooh, Alraz and J-Pow, that's a double commit. That's dangerous, but Flex not able to hit the ball. Kinsey with a shot, tries to get the double touch, not able to complete it. Rodoko with another attempt, not able to complete that one either, but Flex keeping the pressure to Kinsey. Kinsey to Andy. Andy with a nice save. Rodoko keeps it up though to the upper 90, blocked away by J-Pow, and finally a breath of relief for the frontline team.
And much needed Frontline having a long slog there to get it out of their zone and killing plenty of time off this clock. Can't afford to let this one tick down too much further. A minute 40 left for them to find the back of the net. Once to tie, twice to win. See if they can do it here. 90 seconds remain now.
Nice pass to Alraz is a good shot, but Kinsey off the backboard with a beautiful save. Keeps them in this game.
Oh, J-Pow almost manages to collect that one from Andy. Has some shenanigans going on headed into the goal box there, but not quite able to make the ping pong work in their favor. Flexmo capitalizes on a bit of the chaos.
And that was a beautiful pass from Rodoko coming off from the sidewall there. He just kind of jumped into the fray and made it happen. And once again, another open goal opportunity for Absolute Leverage that they fully capitalize on. 2-0. Lead extends itself by 1. 60 seconds left to go in this game. Dan, what do you think Frontline can do in this last minute to really come and change the course of this game? Do you think there's anything they can do?
I really think they just need to up their pressure factor. They need to take more shots, even if they're not the most quality ones they can get. Play fast, play a little bit looser, and just pour aggression on as much as possible. Get the bumps, get the dirty goals. It doesn't matter. You got 40 seconds left to do it. Just take whatever opportunity you can have. It doesn't have to be beautiful. It just has to find the net.
That it does. It can be the ugliest shot, and it's still beautiful in our hearts. And in the scoreboard does not.
Scoreboard does not discriminate whatsoever, but thus far, it is not liking this team Frontline scoreless in game number 2.
A nice pass off the butt of the car of Kinsey. Not able to finish that though. 14 seconds left. It's getting dangerously close. unless they can complete a goal here and put it in. Can they do it? Alraz with one final attempt. I think that's going to mark it, though, in absolute leverage in his favor. And that's definitely going to finish it there with that clear and absolute leverage. Taking game number 2 in the series, giving them a 2-0 lead, putting them on match point.
Absolute leverage looking strong in this Gauntlet finals. Best of 5. They only need one more. Coming out with the 2-0 lead. It's going to take a reverse sweep from Team Frontline, but thus far in the 2 games that they have lost, there's only been a 3-goal differential. And we've seen Team Frontline go up 4 or more goals on a team in a singular game. So I definitely believe they have the skills it will take to make this reverse sweep happen, but I think they've got to just pour more pressure on the goal line. They're making quality, clean shots on this absolute leverage net, but the problem is if you make 1 or 2 clean shots, that only takes 1 or 2 good saves. If you can make those 1 or 2 clean shots, but then turn that into a 3rd and a 4th and a 5th and maybe even a 6th quick, dirty, nasty chance on the goal line from a weird angle in the box, tap it off the backboard, whatever you can do to try to make this work, that's what it takes here. That's what it's going to take to get past this absolute leverage defense.
And I think what's very interesting is looking at those statistics, we saw a very similar situation from what we saw in the first game. These teams are very close together. These teams are in a very good position. Absolute leverage is just finding the goal a little bit more than the Frontline team. And it's not even by much, 3-2, 2-0. These goal differences, like you're saying, are very low.
We'll have to see if Team Frontline can manage to make it be in their favor this time. Game number 3 underway and 10 seconds off the clock already. Looking better than they have in these first 2 matchups.
One thing I always talk about when we get to this point in a best of 5 is there's like a caster's curse or the best of 5 curse. I don't really know what to call it. As I talk about it, there's the caster curse coming in full force and a beautiful shot. Pass from Flex to Kinsey, and Kinsey with a banger into the goal, an unfortunate own goal there, and a good save attempt though coming from Frontline, but 1-0, absolute leverage.
Absolute banger, gonna give them the leverage here in this game number 3. 30 seconds in and 1-0 and up 2-0 in the series. This is right where they want to be for absolute leverage.
So one of the things what I was trying to say before all of the excitement came together was there's a best of 5 curse where a team will do 2-0 easy wins and then lose the next 2 games and go to a game 5. And it's something that the winning team always has to be on the watch for. I'm not sure if it has to do with like complacency or it has to do with comfort or something like that, or if there's just a warm-up from the other team. But I feel like it always seems to happen. If the team is not careful and watching for that to happen.
And it certainly is a possibility in competitive play. There's a reason why Gauntlet finals take 5 games. You gotta be on your A game for 3 whole victories. And if you're not there to get that last victory, it doesn't matter. Rodoko still on his A game here though, puts another one in. Goals aplenty for this player throughout the Gauntlet tonight. Slips that one in the center of the goal, right past the defender, making it 2-0 with 3:31 on the clock. Not the place that Team Frontline wants to be whatsoever now.
And of course, Team Frontline has plenty of opportunities now to turn this around. They've got 3.5 minutes to go. But I feel like we're starting to kind of see some fatigue from Frontline. They're having some difficulty making those plays, having difficulty with their rotations. We've seen 2, honestly, fairly easy shots, relatively, from leverage that have put them in this position for victory here. If they can just hold this 2-0 lead, they have the Gauntlet. They win that $75, and that's it.
I think Team Frontline trying to play a little bit passive, a little bit conservative here. They're very scared of letting in that 3rd goal. They were scared even of letting in that 2nd goal. And because of that, we're seeing them take shots and then immediately just abandon the zone. They're not staying in. They're not keeping that consistent pressure that leads to those dirty goals. They're not setting up for the second and third shot off the bat. You know, they're not pulling defenders with their first shot and things like that. Instead, they're taking one clean shot and then getting out so that they're safe. They're back to cover their net. And it's just resulting in these long pushes from absolute leverage, and eventually it's going to find the net yet again.
And I think the most ironic thing about that, which is interesting, is that's exactly what we were saying about Frontlines versus I'm blanking on the
IES. Yeah.
IES. Frontlines versus IES. We were saying that IES was doing that. There was never a follow-up. There was a shot and they'd pull back, shot and they'd pull back. And so now we're seeing Frontlines doing it, and I'm not sure if they're just worried, if they're kind of disheartened from this 2-0 deficit, or they're just maybe not used to playing in tournaments this long. There's a possibility of that. I don't know if this is a returning team or not. But we're definitely starting to see the effects of the tournament length and the effects of the position they find themselves in right now on their play. It's unfortunate, of course. We'd love to see a game 5.
We always want to see game 5s here, but Team Frontline not looking like they're going to be able to do it thus far. Still a minute 15 seconds to prove me wrong. Come on, Caster Curse.
Well, like you said, just over a minute left, still 2-0, and Absolute Leverage putting a shot on Flex, and that's unfortunate. Alex just not able to get there in time for the save. Flex with a nice hit off of the wall hit from J-Pow. Andy was not ready. I just called him Alex, didn't I?
No worries. Plenty of A names rolling around here tonight. Flexmo takes that one all day, though. Just lofts it into that bottom corner. And that's probably going to be in the nail in the coffin for Team Frontline. And if Flexmo finds a fourth one.
And as you were saying that, I think we'd have the fourth nail hammered into the coffin.
Well, it's going to be a very sturdy coffin at this rate.
Yes, that it is. And it's unfortunate that second place doesn't walk away with anything in these situations, but it is what it is.
'Tis the nature of the Gauntlet, like we talked about earlier. It's the best of the best here on this night. Every other Wednesday, every month, showing down, showing off, seeing who's got the biggest, baddest skills of these teams. We had more than 40 contenders come out tonight. Only one gonna walk away with money, though. Gotta love seeing everybody duke it out for that top slot.
Just under 30 seconds left to go. I mean, I don't think there's much more we can say. Obviously, Absolute Leverage coming out with a very strong lead. I don't see any chance to turn around, especially at this point, now that we're hitting about 10 seconds. And it's unfortunate for Frontlines, but we hope to see them again in the future. They played very well this tournament. I think we'll see a lot of good things to come from them if we see them return.
They certainly did. Team Frontline, hold your head high. Game number 3, a bit of a rough one here, but games 1 and 2, both very strong showings from them. They kept it close. They kept things nice and interesting. So while game number 3 might have been a bit of a blowout on the scoreboard, the series overall, while 3-0 in the favor of Absolute Leverage, GG's to them. Congrats on their victory. But Team Frontline, you played valiantly, you played hard, and you still gave them a run for their money in every single one of these matches.
And I think the most interesting point, again, we look at the scoreboards, we look at the stats. It's very straightforward. 2 very evenly matched teams. Just something that Absolute Leverage is able to do over Frontline that maybe Frontline just having an off night. Maybe it's not something they know how to do yet. Maybe they have the fundamentals, but Absolute Leverage, having played in the Gauntlet many times, is familiar with this style and the pressure. And so I think that maybe that's, again, I don't know how new Frontline is. I don't know how many Gauntlets they've been in. I'm sure someone has that count somewhere. But I think that we see Absolute Leverage really kind of showing their experience here. Is I guess what I'm coming to say. We see a team that's played together for a while. It's very strong, and they're coming in and they're showing why they are a team.
Indeed. Well, congratulations to Absolute Leverage, your Gauntlet number 38 champions. They're gonna walk home $75 richer here tonight. Walk home? We're gamers. We're probably sitting at home. They're gonna roll on back to their desks $75 richer. and with a smile on their face here tonight. But if you have not had enough Rocket League action just yet, remember that you can check out RBG's RLRS team Friday, November 8th at 4 p.m. Central Time, 5 o'clock Eastern. They're pushing to get into that promotional tournament, making their way on up to the Rocket League Champion Series. Definitely still more high octane Rocket League action to come from RBG in the coming days. But speaking of high octane Rocket League action, Nolan Nova, thank you so much for joining me for some of it here tonight.
I
You
appreciate
have
it,
been
man.
a pleasure to have in the booth. We appreciate you coming out and being one of our guest casters here with the organization. Where can the folks find you? Where can they see what you do on your side of things?
Well, you can find my personal account at TNEA_Nolanova on Twitter. I'm also involved, or I'm the founder of a local initiative down here in Nashville, the Nashville Rocket League Series and Southeastern Esports. We just launched our brand. Super excited about that. Hopefully get to do some events with you guys here at RBG, as you've been such an inspiration, a great organization to be with, and so I hope to see more, of course, more from you guys. And congratulations once again on your successful RLRS bid. But yeah, at TNEA Nolanova is my personal account, and at SE_Esports TN is my business account. So check us out there.
Well, thank you very much. We appreciate the kind words. Make sure you spread some kind words towards Matt here and towards TNEA and all of the initiatives that they're working on. We love partnering up with our fellow esports organizations here. Wouldn't be possible without them that we produce this gauntlet every other week. We love having our friends come join us in the booth, but thank you all so much for tuning in for our 38th one-shot gauntlet competition. You can check out gauntlet number 39 on Wednesday, November 20th. That's 2 weeks from tonight, folks. Congratulations yet again to Absolute Leverage, and we will see you in a fortnight.
My shadows, they follow you like an accomplice. Lost all of your dreams, the night is harder. My shadows, they follow you. My shadows, they follow you in the darkness.